Okay, so our next session is building a data-driven culture in your organization, and that will be with Basma Rady. Basma Rady is a chief data scientist at Beltone Holding, one of the fastest growing financial institutions in the MENA region. Basma is an adjacent faculty of data science in mathematics and actuarial science department at AUC. Basma was the founder of the Data Science and Advanced Analytics Hub at the Central Bank of Egypt, where she headed the development of the hub's strategy and operating model, successfully launching it in only 6 months. Prior to the Central Bank of Egypt, Rady served as a data science manager in the Transaction Advisory Services division at Ernst & Young in Dubai. The session will basically be talking about the fast-paced and competitive business environment that harnessed the power of data and its need in today's environment. Building a data-driven culture within our organization is no longer a luxury. It's a must to strive and innovate. In this session, Basma will unravel the complexities of embedding data into the DNA of any organization. Basma, the stage is yours. Yeah, it's working.
Thank you. Thanks, Mai. Thank you very much for the introduction. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you. Thank you very much for coming and for giving me this time. I'm going to be talking to you about what it means to build a data-driven culture in your organization. Whether that organization is a large organization, a startup that you just joined, and how do large companies think about fostering the value from being data-driven. All right, the first thing is, what is data? To set the record straight, data today is a strategic asset and it is the new form of capital. Let's break that down a little bit. Think about the cash that you have in your pocket. Think about your home. Think about any asset that you own. Similarly, data to organizations is an asset. Similar to the people that they have, the talent that they have, it's an asset. Similar to machinery, equipment, you name it. Anything an organization is investing in or used to invest in the past, data is now considered to be that. It is the new form of capital and it is a strategic asset. And this concept is very hard to make it very tangible for large organizations, to make it for people who are skeptical, to just explain to them what it means that data is an asset. So let's break down first the different types of data. What do we mean by data in a more concrete sense? Data can be structured in the database of any system. Think of any system an organization has. The database attached to this system would contain data. Think of any Excel file you have or an organization has. This is also a type of data. Think of clickstream data. So you know how when you navigate a certain website, that website is collecting your behavior. So that type of data is also, it's called quasi-structured data. It's also a type of data. All the way up to images, emails, unstructured data. So the types of data that could be captured go all the way from structured, so very structured data captured in systems and databases, all the way to unstructured data. Emails, videos, and the like. So it's not just, so if you work for an organization that doesn't happen to have a system from day one, or you're part of a team that doesn't have a system but has data captured in Excel files, they can still be data-driven. So data big and small, doesn't have to be a particular size, is considered to be an asset. And data is not just for data scientists. In fact, data scientists are just helping you extract insights or helping their organizations extract insights from the data. But data is for everyone to use and to make decisions based on. And I'm arguing the future belongs to those who can capture all this data, but not just capture, derive meaning from this data. And that's the tricky part. And I think the previous session has alluded to the whole capture meaning from it. What does it mean to capture meaning from your data? Now, if we want to evaluate data assets, let's say you join the data science team and you joined a new startup, you joined a new company, and you want to evaluate the data assets that you have. We have already established the different types of data. Now we want to evaluate these data assets. I'm going to walk you through a framework that will help you evaluate this data. Because, as I said, the goal is to make decisions based on this data. So step one is to evaluate this data, and this is a comprehensive framework that will help you assess this data. The first component is the 4 Ws. So this is in a nutshell, who collected this data? What did they collect exactly? What was the process that they used to collect this data? Did they survey people? Was it something that was manually captured? Someone started typing data on their laptop and that's how we collected this data? Did it come directly from a system? Does it come